Alright, hey, Hazelmega here, and I'm shooting a video about a part for my 2020 Honda Super Cub C125, okay? And the part is, it's a side stand kit, alright? That's what it is. So if you don't know, Hazelmega bought this Honda Super Cub back here to do DoorDash deliveries, okay? That's his kind of like sole purpose, to make me money, okay? And I have to get on and off the bike like repeatedly, like multiple times throughout the day when I'm working with it. So it's just a pain in the ass having to use that center stand all the time. Okay, I've never had a bike that's only has a center stand. I would hate it. Okay, because to tell you the truth, like the bikes that I do buy the center stand for, I very rarely use the center stand. The only time I use the center stand is if I had to do some kind of maintenance on the bike. Okay, I mean it's nice in certain situations, but the side stand is a lot easier to operate, man, or a kickstand. You just kick it down and then turn the bike sideways and then get on off. Okay, so that's what I bought this for. Okay, I want to have the ability to use the side stand. Okay, I don't want to use the center stand every freaking time I get off the bike. Okay, it just takes too long. That's what I'm gonna say. So this is the box that came in. We're gonna do a quick unboxing and then we'll get to installing it. Okay, I'm waiting on a service manual, so check that video out if you want to check out and see what a Super Cub service manual looks like. I'm gonna make a separate video on that. All right, but I'll tell you where I got it. So it is called a Genuine Honda Bar Comp Step and Side Stand Set Honda Super Cub. Okay, so it's a genuine Honda side stand. Okay, now I know Chimera makes an aftermarket one that just kind of bolts onto the bike. This is the actual whole bar. Okay, it's the foot peg bar, and then the side stand is mounted onto it. Okay, the Super Cub has this funky setup where the foot pegs are mounted on the bottom of the engine. Okay, it's like, it kind of worries me. Like, what if I dump the bike? Will that damage the engine block? I don't know, man. Yeah, anyway, when we install it, we'll take a look at it. All right. I ordered it from a seller in Thailand. Okay, and it was called Bees Deals. Okay, I think they have like a website also. I'll put a subtitle below, Bees Deals. All right, I got it for $152.94. Okay, I think that's with the tax. But it was $139.99 with the shipping. Okay, so I think after taxes and stuff, it winds up being $152. Somebody's getting their money, man. Somebody's taking that money, man. All right, so I ordered it on April 21st, and I received it on April 27th. They shipped it through DHL, so it took like less than a week to get to me. That's pretty impressive, having come from like Southeast Asia. That's what I'm gonna say. Okay, so this came from a Thailand seller, Texas Trading Company, it says here, and they're in Pathum Thani, Thailand. Okay, or I think that might be the street. I'm not sure, man. Or Bung Sanan or Tanya Buri. Okay, I don't really know how the Thai addresses system works. Okay, guys. All right, so this is the box right here. Okay, it's a DHL box. Nothing fancy. It's just a long box. Okay, let's go open it. Okay, it looks like they just kind of put this box together or something. Yeah, they just kind of this is not really the box for it. They just found the box to put all the parts in. Okay, so this is a genuine Honda side stand. Okay, side stand kit. I think you can order these parts straight from Honda as the pieces, but they put it together in one whole kit. Okay, I went with this kit because it's genuine Honda, okay? And the Chimera one, it costs the same price, so it's just like, well, it's kind of like I get less for my money, okay? Now the Chimera one is easier to install because it just you just bolt it on, right? You take some bolts out and you stick it in. This is kind of the same way, but it's like you're replacing the whole step bar, okay? Okay, so let's go take a look at it. So that's how it comes out of the package. All right, and yeah, let's go move somewhere else so we can take a closer look at it. All right. Okay, there it is. This genuine Honda parts. So let's go and take these out. So as you can see, it's very, very well packaged. There's a lot of kind of protective packaging. Okay, there you go. That's everything. So there's your genuine Honda parts straight from Thailand. So just in case you guys don't know, the Honda Super Cub C125 is made in Thailand. Okay, so that's just like my Kawasaki KLX 140. It's made in Thailand. So a bunch of parts come from Thailand too. So all right. So here's the first part. It's the biggest part. It is this, so if you wanted to order these parts separately, you could probably do that, okay? But they sell it all in a kit. That's what makes it nice, okay? So here it is. It's the Honda Comp Step is what it says here, okay? And there's a part number on it, 50610-K0G-900, okay? Quantity 1. Made in Thailand. There you go. Okay, that's the step bar. And so the important thing about this step bar is it has a side stand mount welded onto it, okay? So the stock one does not, okay? Supposedly this works with the center stand too, okay? I would like to have both. Okay, and then there's a spring, SPGA side stand, 95014-72102. I will put these part numbers in the description if anybody's interested in piecing together one of these kits. There is a nut side stand, okay, 90203-Kilo Victor Bravo-9001, okay. They're kind of all stuck together still. Okay, and here's the screw side stand. It says screw side stand 90101-Golf November 1-010. Okay, that's the bolt that goes through the mount, or the side stand and the mount. And there is the side stand. There we go. It's a Honda genuine parts side stand, bar comp side stand, 50530-Kilo 0 Golf-900. Okay, all quantity 1. All right. So to recap, you got the step here. It says a bar comp step is what it's called. All right, that's where the foot pegs go on. You've got the bolt, and you've got a nut. Obviously go together. And then you got a side stand, and you got a spring. And there you go. You got the components to add a side stand to a Honda Super Cub. All right, so in the next clip, we'll be installing this. No instructions or. Yeah, there were no instructions. All right, here's me here. We're going to start the installation of the side stand kit, all right? The Honda Genuine side stand kit. So I just got my service manual for the Super Cub C125 Alpha, and there is like a no mention. There's not much stuff on the step bar, okay? So let's say this is it. Foot peg bar, removal and installation. 4 bolts, foot peg bar. That's it. You remove the 4 bolts at the bottom of the bike and take the step bar out. That's it, okay? Okay, yeah, so the first step is to support the vehicle with its center stand on a flat level surface, all right? It's already there. There we go, ready to go. And then remove the following 4 bolts and the foot peg bar, and then the installation is in reverse, okay? So, also, I looked in this manual, and there is no mention of the side stand, okay? There's no mention about this. It might as well be an aftermarket part because it ain't in that book, okay? I guess this is the American manual. I don't know, but there's no mention about the side stand in this, okay? So it's kind of weird. All right, but we're gonna go, and so his mega is just like gonna do it, okay? So another thing another reason I wanted the service manual for this is to get the torque specs for the bolts, and guess what? They don't have the torque specs for the bolts. What the heck, Honda? Come on! I looked in the torque section in the beginning of the book. I looked around the book, and I couldn't find any torque specs for these. So we're just gonna snug them. How about that? We're gonna snug them, and we'll put some Loctite on them. How about that? All right, even better. I can't imagine something worse than you're just riding along and your foot peg just falls off of the bike. Okay. All right. So let's get this done. All right. Here's what we got. All right. So what I'm gonna do first is I'm gonna remove the foot pegs first. Okay. So I'd imagine it's probably a lot easier removing the foot pegs off of the bike if the step bar is still on the bike. Okay. I don't know, I'm not sure, but that's what we're gonna try. Okay. But there might be some stuff in the way, like the shifter, so maybe it'll be harder. I'm not sure. Okay, I don't know what kind of screwdriver is required for this. You may need one of those fancy Japanese screwdrivers, but we're gonna try this screwdriver. Yeah, kind of. Oh, no, okay. If I'm having problems with it, I would say use an impact driver, okay? Get it out. All right, there's one. Okay. Okay, both screws are out. This little metal band comes out, all right? And then what? What do we do now? What's going on here? Okay, I will go figure this out. All right, guys. So, but anyway, so once you take this guy out, okay, it just slips out from the top. All right, this just comes out like this. All right, you just kind of lift it out. Comes out. Okay, and then now you're left with this. All right, just the rubber part. Okay, and I'm gonna have to figure out how to take this out. Okay, so I removed the step bar. All right, I removed the step bar from its packaging, the new one, and it looks like the old foot pegs just slide right out. Okay. All right, and you know what? I'm not really happy with the quality of this because look at this. The freaking it's rusting and stuff. Some of the paint has fallen off already. Look at that. See? Paint has fallen off already. Incredible. All right. Is that a Honda quality for you? Not very impressive. All right, yeah, here's right here. See where the welds are? The paint doesn't stay on. Okay, hopefully that won't be an issue in the future. Okay. All right. So I'd imagine this side has to be on the left side. Okay, because it has the side stand on it. All right. Okay, so I think this just slips out. Let me try. Okay, so what you got to do is you got to peel this metal. It's like a clamp or something. Okay, there's a metal kind of clamp right here, and you got to kind of move that aside. It's very soft to it. Okay. And I think that's what's really holding it in. Okay. That's what it looks like. Kind of try to keep it in the same orientation, alright? So, well, it's kind of hard to do it wrong because the little bar here, it's supposed to go in here, okay? So remember this part here, the little channel here, it goes towards the bike, okay? And then what do we do next? You just pull this thing out. Yeah, you're just supposed to just pull it out, yeah? Don't drop your bike. This is not easy. It's like glued onto it, man. There's a glue coming out from it. Why couldn't they just included the foot pegs with it? Okay, there we go. Yeah, there's like a little glue. There's a glue on it. This is what keeps it in, okay? So now there's no glue. So there it is. So yeah, you just pull it straight out, all right? But it's not easy, I'm telling you. All right, so we're gonna do the same thing for the other side. Okay, I'm gonna get this one from a top-down angle. So what I find is the longer screwdriver is the most helpful. Yes, okay, so this one I'm gonna depress the brake pedal just a little bit and then unscrew the screw. This one. Then the little cover comes off, all right, the little band, all right, and then get your flathead screwdriver, just kind of pry this bottom part out. Okay, and we'll do that on both sides. Okay, there it is. So remember, the channel part goes towards the bike. All right, and now the fun part. So when you're doing this, try not to push your bike forward or else it will fall off the stand, your bike will fall down and you'll have a bad day. Okay? That's what I'm gonna say. All right, here it goes. I'm just gonna pull this. So I'd imagine, yeah, you know what? Yeah, it would be best to do this while it's on the bike. So I would kind of twist it to kind of break the glue out. Okay. And then just kind of pull it out. There you go. That one was a lot easier than the other one. Okay. Still in great shape. Okay. So now it's time to remove the step bar. Okay. So the next part we'll be working with is underneath the bike. Okay, this is from the left side of the bike. You can see. Okay, so you can see the step bar right here. Okay, and there's the 4 bolts they're talking about. There's the 4 bolts, and I guess there's a little bumper thing. Is that on the new one? Yeah, it's right here. Okay, you're gonna have to take that out from your old one. All right. I'm interested to see what this looks like compared to the other one. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So they're 12mm bolts. Okay, the heads are 12 millimeters. All right. So here we go. Just remove them and take the bar out, just like the manual says. They said it's super easy, so. All right. Okay, here we go. Sorry, I know it's really hard to see what's going on, but just take those bolts out. It's not very difficult. You have to use a socket too. You can't use a wrench. All right, and make sure you're doing it the right way. Oh boy. Yeah, you might. Okay, one. It's 2. I'm just loosening them first. I'm just hitting the bar clockwise. Actually, let me get a bigger breaker bar. They're in there pretty tight. Unfortunately, I don't think there's enough room to get an impact gun in there, so I'm gonna use a cheater bar. Yeah, just make sure you're removing them in the right direction. Okay, or else you'll bust the bolt out or something. Okay. Okay. Gonna use a smaller ratchet. What worries me about this is it's bolted to the engine. Okay. It's the 2 front ones. I'm gonna kind of try to support the bar now because it's gonna kind of fall. They're grade 10 bolts, guys. I think they're good. No. Okay, it's all 4 bolts. I would imagine. I have no idea how to take this out. I think. Oh, you know what? That's not the exhaust. That's the step bar, and that's the brake lever. All right, so to remove it, once you've got all the bolts out. Okay, to remove it, once you've got all the bolts out, push down on the brake lever, because there's that little donut thing. Okay, that's actually I thought that was the exhaust. It's the brake lever. Okay, that's the brake lever stop. Okay, that's what stops the brake lever from traveling further upwards. Okay, so how you're gonna get it out is you're gonna press down on the brake lever. Okay, and then that should give you enough clearance to get it out. Boom! There we go. It's out of there. Yep, this one is rusty. This one's a little rusty too. Yeah, it's the exact same shape as the other one. There's rust coming out from where the welds are. I mean, not rust, but it's like the paint is off of there. That's yeah. Okay, that's a normal thing, I guess. Okay, so this is the two step bars side by side. Okay, this is the left. This is the right side. Okay, the right side is it's backwards. Okay, the right side is here and the left side is right here. Okay, and as you can see, the biggest difference is there's the side stand thing welded onto here. Okay, other than that, they're pretty much the same, honestly. So if you ever break this, you'll have a spare one, I guess. Or you could just have this welded onto here. There's even a little cutout right here for it, right here. Okay, yeah, let's turn it over. Okay, yeah, there's even a little cutout right here for the side stand. Okay, but they must have welded on a certain way. But other than that, they are identical, pretty much. Okay, so one thing that's different is this one has a little bumper for the brake pedal, so we need to remove that and install that right here. Okay, so to do that, I'm not really sure. I think you gotta use a needle nose pliers and get it out of there. Okay, Hayes Mega is gonna try to attempt and remove this little rubber plug thingy here. I think all you have to do is really compress it and pull it out. It should come right out. There you go. Boom. Really easy. Okay. So yeah, just compress this so it goes through the hole and it'll pop right out. All right, and then you just install that on your new one right here. Just press it down. Boom. Pops in place. All right. So the bar is ready for reinstall. You're ready to reinstall the new one. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So it's ready to install. The next step is we're gonna put the new step bar back in. All right. And then we will install the foot pegs after that. All right. All right. Let's make out. Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and then reinstall this the new step bar. All right. So just remember, it's pretty easy to figure out which side is which. All right. So you've got the side with the side stand here. Okay. The side stand bracket. All right. And then you've got the little brake dealie right here. Okay. So actually, let me show you. Yeah, we're gonna have to do it from the other side. So all the bolts are the same. At least I think they are. Let's double check. And it looks like there is some kind of locking compound on it. Okay, so we'll. All right, so yeah, all the bolts are the same. They're all interchangeable, so you don't have to worry about mixing and matching them. You can put them anywhere you want. Okay. All right, so oh yeah, so before we put these on, I'm going to put Loctite on them. Okay, because like I said, that would be like the worst thing ever to have your foot peg bar come off while you're riding. Okay, so I'm just gonna put some Loctite over it. I'm almost out of Loctite, so and my bottle's clogged, so this is the way I thing it. Dip it in the Loctite, and we just got to make sure we install it before it hardens. Okay, just the tips. Okay. Okay, here we go. So we're gonna depress the brake pedal and then just get the step bar in there. Alright. Okay. Let's see if I can kind of show you in first person real quick. I know it's really hard. Oh yeah, it's hard to do this without the. So basically, you got to get it between the exhaust and the brake. Okay, and then to do that, you got to press the brake down, okay? And then it gives you the clearance to get it between the two. Okay, and just line up the holes, and then the little bumper should touch the brake pedal, okay? All right, okay. I still don't really know about this design, man. Okay. Just line up the holes like you did before. I'm gonna get down on the ground so I can see what's going on there. So what helps is if you kind of push the bar down a little bit and kind of look between the bar and the engine, so you can see where you're putting the bolts in. Okay. And actually having the brake pedal hold it, push it up, it helps. Okay. All right, I'm going to show you what's going on down here real quick. Okay, it helps if you lay down on the ground, okay? So I got the bolts in there already, so you can kind of see what's going on here. Okay, there's the 4 bolts. I apologize, this camera does not want to focus on this. Okay, and then you just tighten them. You can see the Loctite oozing out of the thread. I'm just going to hand tighten them first. I don't know if there's any kind of little adjustment you can do. Just get them on there. Okay, I'm going to do it crisscross, okay, in the cross pattern. Okay, that's hand tight. Okay, so meow. We're going to go get our wrench, our ratchet, tighten it, okay? And we're going to tighten it in a cross pattern. Now there's no torque spec, so I'm just going to do it snug, okay? I'm pretty much as tight as I can make it with this little ratchet here. Okay. If I remember correctly, it was on there pretty tight. It was kind of hard to get out. It's hard to do with one hand. Okay, yeah, so you get the picture. Just tighten them. All right, and then just snug them. Just to go in a cross pattern, and then just tighten them one each at a time, and then just snug it. Okay. All right. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and install the foot pegs. Basically, just install them how the opposite of you took them off. All right. I'm gonna slip this in here, and then there's a kind of little key on the bottom. All right. So just make sure the little key down here lines up with the key on the step bar. All right. Okay. When you think you got it, put this the little black clamp back on. Okay, snaps into place. Kind of didn't do it on the right place though. So you need to line. I think you need to line it up with this little hole here in the rubber thing. All right. It's pretty hard to mess up. Just put it back how you found it. Okay, so when you think you got it in place, squeeze it together, then put your little trim back on. Okay, just make sure those holes line up with each other. And put your screws back in. Put a little... No, let's not put like that.
snug them. Should be good. All right, let's go do the other side. Okay, you get the picture. I'm just gonna speed this one up. Okay, so there you go. You got your step bar reinstalled. All right, with the foot pegs installed. Now we gotta go install our side stand. So now we got the little side stand dealy here. All right, so there's the bolt right there. That's what we have left, the bolt, the spring. Okay, and the side stand and the nut. Okay, so I'll take these all out of the packages now. It's a shame Honda doesn't have a manual for this. I don't know why I didn't have a manual, man. They just kind of, you just gotta kind of piece this stuff together and figure out how to put it on yourself. All right, well, Hades Omega has installed a side stand or two, so I think I might be able to do it. All right. All right, there it is. Those are all the components outside the bag. So I'd imagine this is going to go into here like that. All right, and it's going to screw in. And then there's going to be a springy thingy. All right, so the way this goes is this is going to go in here like so. Okay. You're going to put your bolt in. Yeah, before we do this, let me go get some grease. Now I have to say the side stand itself is actually pretty nice, man. It looks like it's been powder coated. Yeah, it's really nice. Okay. All right, so I got some grease right here, and we're gonna go grease up a couple things. All right, we're gonna grease up the bolt here. All right, this is where the side stand pivots on. So you want to make sure there's some grease in there. You could probably grease this stuff while it's on there too, but might as well do it now, okay? Okay, you might want to try to get some in here if you can. That's probably where the spray helps best. All right, and put some grease on the actual thing right there. Okay, just a light coat. Okay, nice clean grease. And then put some grease around this guy right here. Okay. Okay. So now, so this is kind of how it's going to go in there, all right, guys? You're going to tighten this all up. And it's going to ride on that flat space there, okay? You don't need to put Loctite on this because you're going to be using a locking nut. Okay. So you're going to put your side stand on. Slip this through. Okay. Well, look in the hole and line up the holes as best as you can, okay? Start tightening. And if it doesn't go all the way, wiggle it around, okay? So you've got to get that flat part through the bracket, okay? All right. Okay, the bolt is like a 17, yeah, 17. So just snug it. Not very, it is not supposed to be very tight. Okay? Just make sure it still moves. Okay? Cool. Still moves. It's very smooth because we greased it. Alright, and then you're going to want to put your locking nut on the other side. This is what prevents your thing from backing out. Yeah. Alright, yeah, there it is back there. Okay. Put that on there. And then go get a wrench. Looks like a ratchet. I mean, it looks like a 14, and it is a 14. Alright, and you're just going to tighten those two together. It probably helps if you use both. All right. Okay, yeah, just keep on tightening. Okay. All right, still moves a little bit. It's a little too loose if you ask me. Okay, and then where the heck does this go? That's a good question. Oh, okay, I know where this goes. All right, so this, I'm not really sure which direction it goes. You could do it either direction, all right? So when it's back here, yeah, when it's back here, it's the easiest, all right? So what I like to do is get one of the, yeah, you got to get one of those exhausts. There's a trick to doing this, all right? I think you could just use a screwdriver. Let's try it. If you don't have a screwdriver, actually the ideal tool to use for this is one of those exhaust spring hooks, okay? But I'm gonna attempt to show you guys how to do it with a screwdriver, okay? This spring doesn't look like it's the strongest spring ever, okay? So I don't think it's that hard. Okay, but I think you want to install it in the up position. That's the easiest way. And honestly, I don't really know what I'm gonna do. Let's hold this like this. All right, and then I'm gonna pry this. Ooh, yeah, you know what? I want to do it the other direction. Okay, be careful. There's a lot of forces. There we go. Okay. Did you get that? Did you get that? Sorry. All right, I'm gonna do it again. All right, I'm gonna try this one more time. Just for you guys. All right. I believe you gotta go something like, oh yeah, okay, like this. Okay, got it? Got it? There you go. Okay? See, it's kind of like magic, okay? That's why they call me Merlin, right? And then you just pull it out. And it should just slip right out. And it'll grab the little tang there. I hope. Okay, there you go. Boom. All right, and then you might, like I said, you might want to put a little grease on that. To be honest, I'm not really impressed with how tight the spring is. Okay. All right, there you go. It should just snap right up. Okay, that's it. It's pretty much done. I'm gonna clean up, and then we're gonna test this puppy out. All right, let's pick out. Okay, here we go, guys. This is the first time I'm gonna try this out. Let's do it. All right, so I'm gonna drop it from the center stand. Yeah, make sure the other stand's up there. All right, and then I'm just gonna kick this guy out, and boom, there you go. It's on the side stand. All right, maybe you want to turn it this way, turn it the other way. It does lean quite a bit. Okay. There you go. And then just get on. Ah, it's much easier. Okay. So let's see how well it works with the center stand. I should probably not be wearing flip-flops right now. Okay, no problem. Let's do it with the side stand down. I'd imagine you definitely don't want to come down too hard on it, okay? Okay, yep, no problem. With the side stand down, you can still roll it off if you wanted, but I say this because this bike here, the KLR, the side stand has to be down to use the center stand, okay? Because this is an aftermarket center stand, okay? In a way, this is have an aftermarket side stand is what I'm gonna say. All right, and then it just goes down like that. All right. So can you put it up on the center stand while the side stand is down? Let's find out. Yes, I'm pretty sure you can. Yes, you can. Okay, but you probably, when it's on the center stand, you probably don't want to have your side stand down because you could just bump into it, that kind of stuff. All right, but there you go. When I keep it in the garage, it's probably going to be on the center stand. The good thing about the center stand is the bike stands up more straight, and it's kind of takes up has a less of a footprint, okay? There we go. Okay. Nice. All right, it's not too hard to find. I think it's good. I like it. All right, cool. Get on. Get the stand up. Down. Step out. There you go. Okay, so I hope you guys learned something. That is how to install the Genuine Honda step bar that has the side stand on it. Okay, it consists of the bar itself. All right. So just to recap, we replaced the whole bar. All right, and then we installed a side stand bolt, side stand nut, and the side stand spring on it. Okay. The side stand part has a lot more parts than just the step bar. Okay. I do not know what the torque specs are. Come on, Honda. What the heck, man? There should be a torque spec for every bolt on this bike. What's going on, man? All right, that's a no-go. Okay, I do not like that. All right. There is no mention of the side stand in the service manual. Also, by the way, I just want to point that out. So I don't know how they came up with this. I don't know what bikes around the world have the side stand. Okay. I don't know if you can buy a Super Cub with a side stand already, okay, but you cannot buy it in America, I think, all right? As far as I know, the only Honda accessory that you can buy for the Super Cub is the rear rack, okay? The rear rack, and this one already has it, so there's no other accessories for the Super Cub, which is strange because there's a lot of accessories in Japan for it, okay? There's a ton of stuff, but they're like aftermarket stuff, okay? I'm surprised Honda doesn't have more aftermarket stuff or OEM optional accessories, okay, for this bike. It's kind of weird thing, all right? But yeah. Okay, so there it is. If I was gonna park it on a hill, yeah, if you were gonna park it on a hill, I would definitely curb it, okay? Definitely curb it and park it towards the steeper part. In fact, if you were parking on a hill, I would just use the center stand, okay? And park it up the hill, all right, if you can. You can try, I know the center stand is kind of not stable on this bike either. The bike kind of wants to move around. The bike is so light, that's why. Okay, so, but yeah, I'm pretty happy with the side stand. It looks good. I don't know what the Chimera one is like, but this one looks pretty good. It's funny, the step bar, the welds are like, the paint was coming off of the welds. I don't know what the deal with that is. It was like that on the stock one, the one that came on the bike, and the new one. So I guess that's normal, okay? It's kind of weird, all right? And then, and yeah, the actual side stand itself is actually very nice. It looks like it's been powder coated and everything. It looks like it's gonna last a long time, okay? I am a little worried about that spring. The spring is a little too weak, all right? It's a little too easy to put on, is what I'm gonna say. So you could hit a bump and it might just accidentally come down, all right? So I will report back if that has happened, okay? If you hit like a speed bump, or you know, you jump the Super Cub somehow, or you're just riding in a bumpy part of road or something, I hope this doesn't just come down automatically, okay? I feel that the spring is a little too weak for this. That's what I'm gonna say, okay? I would hate for it to automatically come down and then you make a left turn and boom, you have a bad day, okay? All right, hey, Big out. Hope you learned something. I hope that was entertaining, and hope you learned something. Thanks for watching. Now my bike is like 100% how I want it, you know, to do deliveries. All right, I got the USB outlet. I've got a little trunk, okay, and I have I have a phone mount, and then now I have the side stand. Okay, that's the main reason I wanted to install the side stand, is so I can get on and off the bike easily. Okay, I thought it's just too much work to hop on and off the bike using the center stand all the time. So that's the reason I went and installed the side stand, okay? Other than that, man, you know, it's okay. If I was just gonna occasionally ride it, the center stand is okay, but if I have to get on and off the bike repeatedly a lot, I would rather have a side stand, okay? But the good thing is you can have both, all right? So you got the side stand and you have the center stand. So the side stand, it's handy to have, so you can have, so the side stand, the center stand is handy to have when you're doing maintenance on the bike, okay? If you're gonna work on the wheels, the chain, anything, you know. So but it's kind of backwards, okay? I'm gonna lie, it's kind of backwards.
Most motorcycles just come with a side stand and not a center stand. This one comes with a center stand and not a side stand, so it is kind of weird. It would have been nice if they just had both of them right off the bat. All right. So yeah, that is just my opinion right there. All right, Hayes Big out.